Stories are less about trying to bring people into some conceptual space. It's more like this is what it's like to be me, and this was what it was like to be me. It is a way of building the world together. For instance, right now it is snowing in New York. I'm feeling somewhat home confined in my room with only a window in the ceiling. But as I look up, I see the beauty of the snow landing on the window. I feel my housemates hustling and bustling around me. And I'm quite curious. I feel this kind of tension in my diaphragm that is indicating curiosity of how do I share stories with others, and why is that important? Okay, so going back to what stories mean to me. Stories are a way of dropping people into my world, and my intention of making videos is to give people who give gifts. And the greatest gift that I'm realizing I could ever give them is just everything that I've been working on, everything that makes me who I am, everything that is included in the question, what is it like to be me? And this question has been helpful for me to process. It is both the first question I ask and the last question I ask in any work session, in any hangout with myself or others, because it tunes me into our shared reality. What is it that I might not be seeing or sensing that is in your experience? And it feels scary to share. It feels scary to share because what if this isn't enough? What if even my sharing of myself isn't enough? And I think this is an important fear to sit with, because it points to the very essence of what it is that we are doing here. When I was back home during COVID, I would wake up before the sun rose and rush over to the nearest overlook of the canyon nearby, maybe a 10-15 minute run. But immediately upon waking, my heart would ache with the question, what am I here to do? I had just left my PhD program in material science and realized that the world is much bigger than I could ever imagine. And that made it much scarier for me to even consider this question. What am I here to do? Does that mean that I have to go out and keep exploring in the world? What feels truly important to me? All these questions are swirling in my head as I made contact with the dirt with each step. When I finally reached the overlook, I remember setting down my jacket, putting down a tripod, and setting up my camera to dance. And I would dance as the sun rose, and for that moment, the ache in my heart would be met with the warmth of the sun and the movement of each step, that it's going to be okay. Even though I don't know what I want to do, this is fine. This is fine. But just as quickly as the sun rose, I found myself adjusting to this faith. The question maybe didn't ache as strongly, but it was still there, and that was hard for me to chew on. So I would go home and start journaling, doing morning pages, but it seemed to be a mantra of the same phrase in different forms. What am I here to do? What am I here to do? And it would only grow this feeling of emptiness in my heart. And not the kind of emptiness that is Buddhist related, more of a nihilistic emptiness. Thankfully, I had a friend visiting that day, my Indian friend named Sri, and he and I go way back. We went to the same middle school, the same high school, and the same college together. We even studied the same major. And we were passerbys for most of our young lives together. He would visit a breaking club where I would spend my lunches in high school every so often. And then we found ourselves in college studying physics together, going on ice cream runs every Tuesday, because that's when Cold Stone had their coupon for buy two get one free or something like that. It was nice to study together, and so seeing him here in this time of my life felt like a nice reminder and distraction from this aching throb in my chest. Well, when he arrived, he asked me the question, what do you plan on doing now that you're not doing this program? And I felt sad. I felt the rush of that heartache come back, and I froze. He sensed this and gave me some advice. Michael, I am studying classical Indian medicine, Ayurveda, through my naturopathic program. Maybe you could try studying Chinese medicine, because you're Chinese and you want to help people. It makes sense. And just like the sunrise, I felt a warmth in my chest that maybe this could be it. Maybe this is the thing. And just as quickly, my chest again felt empty. But something was different. There was a fullness to this emptiness, a question of, what if this isn't the thing I'm supposed to be doing in my life, but maybe a stepping stone? And that question propelled me to sign up for Chinese medicine graduate school. So as I told this story, it's a combination of two questions, essentially. What was it like to be me? And what got me into acupuncture school? These questions acted like an arrow for me to remain present with this memory world, to build this world around this memory. And it's very similar to asking right now, what is it like to be me? I'm in my own world right now, and I can simply communicate what it's like to be me, to help others see what it's like. This feels like a gift, especially right now where we're in an age of lack of clarity, of needing connection. The thing I desire most from others is to simply be let into their world. That is why I've developed so many skills to be curious. And some of these things are the ones I wish to demonstrate and share with people through these stories.